We have a special guest in the building, and I'm
Yes.
not going to mess up your name, young lady. How do you pronounce your name?
Keelonda.
Kilanda
Yes.
Keelonda Rimbert. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I pray for hip hop.
Yes, indeed.
Now she prays for hip hop. Tell people, what does that mean, Keelonda?
That means that I pray for the hip hop community, even for you guys, radio station, anybody within the hip hop community. I pray that God would just touch your hearts and that whatever you're going through, that He would help you through it.
Let me tell you how I met Keelonda. I was having lunch with Angela Rye one day, and I just walked out of the place we were eating at, and Keelonda just ran up on me. It was like, "Hey, Charlemagne, can I pray for you?" And I don't turn down no prayer.
Absolutely
You know,
not.
I need it. So we prayed. We held hands and we prayed in the middle of the street. Then I saw her again coming out of Hunting Fish Club one night with her mom, and was your sister with you then too?
Yeah, my sister was there
And
too.
she was like, "Charlemagne, we had a little conversation. You want to pray?" Of course.
Absolutely.
Why wouldn't I want to get this prayer? So when did you realize God was using you?
It was back in 2011. I was at a prayer meeting at my church, and the speaker, Lisa Cami, she spoke about Amy Winehouse. And that year, Amy Winehouse had died. And so it was something that really gripped me because she spoke about her. And for the first time in like a while, I was able to see her just as a human. And not like, because sometimes we see people like the artists, but like I saw her as a human, and I realized I never took the opportunity to pray for her and like all the things that I saw she was going through.
Right.
And so then God started to immediately like start to speak to me about hip hop. Like, why aren't you praying for them? And He starts to put a bunch of different faces before me. And I was like, all right, God, let's do this. And I said, God, how do you want to do it? How do you want me to do this? How do you want me to pray? And I said, because there's very significant things. It's either 3 days, 7 days, 40 days. Like, what is it? And He told me like 40 nights. I want you to spend 40 nights praying for hip hop. So January in 2012, I spent 40 nights praying and fasting for the hip hop community. And since then, I've just kept going, like praying.
Really? How old are you?
Can I say that on air? I'm up for 20.
Okay. Oh,
What day are you on? Right
I
now?
am on day 31.
Day
Wow.
31.
the reason I asked your age because you look like you're 16.
Oh, thank you.
You know.
I didn't know. I thought you was a kid. What is not on my watch?
Not on my watch. That's the phrase that the speaker had said. Like, she said, God, not on my watch, because she was gripped by the story of Amy as well. And when she said that, that's what really like sparked me. Like legit, I felt like I woke up. And it was something that I realized that we could watch the whole community. We watch hip hop, and there's a lot of different things that we see that we don't like. There's things that we love, but I'm like, why am I not praying? Like, I don't want to watch you. Like, legit, I want everybody to go to heaven. I want all of y'all to be with God. I want all of y'all to know the fullness it is to have Jesus in your heart. That's my hope. And so it's like, I'm going to pray. And that's what's going to move hearts.
Now, when you walk up to people in the street and you be like, can I pray for you? Do people always take kindly to that?
They do so far.
I don't think anybody was like, no, don't pray for me. I don't want your prayers.
I would still step to the side, pray, even earshot.
What are your biggest concerns for the hip hop community right now?
My biggest concerns is just where kind of the content of the music is heading. And sometimes, like, because I work with kids as well. I'm a teacher. I teach junior high kids. And I see a lot of the impact that they have from hip hop. They don't come out of class speaking about their last history class or science. They come out speaking about, yo, did you hear that song? And so and I see how they're so impacted by the content and the images that they see that they even like put it on and start behaving in a manner. And I'm like, I want them to be impacted by good hip hop as well, because I don't feel like all hip hop is bad, but I feel like some adjustments can be made in some areas.
I'm sorry.
No, that was.
Do you incorporate hip hop into your curriculum?
Yeah, yes, actually, I teach music and art, and so I teach them how to write songs, and like we actually wrote one just recently, just about living your dream. We write original songs. Yep.
So what's the living the dream about? What'd you say? What's it called?
It's called Blessed.
Blessed. And what's that, like a self-esteem builder?
Yeah, they actually, like, because we kind of talk about, like, what do you want to talk about in music? And I always motivate them to talk about their dreams. And so they kind of just took that theme and just went for it. One of the kids was like, I'm blessed. And I was like, yeah, we're going to keep going with that. And then they just built on that.
Well, you seem to have some type of anointing over your life. So why not just go full-fledged into the church?
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, like be a pastor or...
I see. Because I feel like the church has its place, of course, and everybody within the church has their place. But I've always been raised like that too, to go outside of the borders of the walls of the church, because I feel like you could take it beyond into your community and the world. So I love doing that. I love like street ministry, like being able to go people who look like me and like being able to like see them eye to eye, not like I'm up here, but like looking them in the eye and letting them know there's hope.
Do you think hip hop should do a better job embracing spirituality?
I do. I feel like that there's so much going on, and beyond like the music, the beats, and the lyrics. There's a human being that needs help, and not to say like I feel like it's the truth. Like even for me, I'm speaking from experience as well. I know the times that my heart needed to be uplifted and my mind and all those types of things, and it was God. And so,
What's some of the people you ran into that you prayed for?
I've run into Nelly, Jermaine Dupri, designer Iggy Azalea.
When you prayed for the designer, did he start talking? Did you think he was speaking in tongues? And then
Yeah, I thought about that though, legit. It's funny. Imitating him was more funny, but
I just saw him. Like the designer was in church and he was actually crying.
really,
Unless that was like something they were making a joke on Instagram, but I swear they said he was in church and he was praying and then he was crying. He was like
that's
touched
dope.
by that spirit.
Yeah.
And who else? Anybody else?
I'm trying to think of offhand. I don't remember.
Sister trying to tell you somebody.
Who else? Huh? Russell Simmons. I ran to Russell Simmons in the elevator. It was so random. Every time I've run somebody, it's been like super random. I don't like see where they are.
You're not stalking him. You're not stalking Charlamagne.
Nah, like that's you know it because it was like so random.
Super random. Were you always a messenger of God, or did you need to be saved yourself?
I was raised in the church. I've been in the church. I grew up in the church I'm at now. I've been there since I was 6 years old. But it wasn't up until like really. I always was known as a churchgoer, even in school and things like that. But when I was 18, that's when I had my real encounter with God on my college campus, and I was just like, God is real, and that right there sparked. So I always knew like I'm going with God, but then that was like the marking point for me. Like no, like this is real. God
What was
is
it?
real.
What was the moment?
It was me, like, because you grow up in church, you know all these things, and you kind of have, like, a knowledge of God, but I didn't know him intimately for myself. I knew all the stories. I knew all those types of things, but at that point, I was like, God, I want to know you for real. I want to be unashamed. I want to be sold out. And then, like, he led me on a journey where, legit, I remember, when I rededicated my life to God, I was like, all right, God, let's do this fully. You have to show me you're real. And it was like 2 weeks. I had migraine headaches every single day. And I was going to school. I was in college at the time, crying my eyes out because I'm searching for God. I'm like, God, where are you? You have to make yourself super real to me. And then what he was showing me is that all my questions about God, about him, I was trying to push down as they were coming up. And he was like, no, I want you to ask me all your doubts. I want you to ask me all those things because I'm scared. I'll be like, I can't ask God if you real. You're going to shoot me down with lightning or yell at me with thunder or something like that. But he was like, no, like that in a relationship, you have to ask questions. That's how you get to know somebody a little deeper. And so he wanted me to ask those questions. And then eventually, I remember I was at an altar call at my church and I said, God, like, I want to lay everything down. Like, just show yourself to me. And legit, I was crying so hard. And like, I felt like my body was being like wrung out like a rag. I'll never, ever forget this moment. And then the moments that followed, I felt him just take a weight off of me. And I felt his presence in a way I did not know was possible. It is so possible to feel the presence of God. And that's just something that blew my mind. I was calling my family, my friends afterwards, like, if you ever wanted to know if God's real, he's super real. And like, don't settle for the minimum. Like, there's a God out there who wants to know you and like get in your face type of know you. And it's the most, his presence is everything.
Absolutely.
Did you pray for Kanye West when he was going through his stuff?
I did, and we actually, especially like when things started first initially coming up about Kanye, I even have it on my page, Pray for Kanye. I took a day, had a prayer call, we was praying for him, and even this past, within these last 31 days, we've prayed for him a few times.
You pray for the Breakfast Club?
Yes, we pray for you guys, indeed.
When you do these prayers, do you do them at home in private, or do you do them on social media? Like, what are you doing?
This year is the first year I actually went live, and we've been going live every day at 9:30 praying. On the Pray for HipHop page.
Well,
We should go
it's
live.
9:30 now. 9:30 morning. Daniel, can you round everybody up? Go get Taylor and Sim and Wax and who else? Who else? Is Nyla here yet? Nyla's not here. Let's round everybody up and let's get a good prayer.
Yes,
A good prayer going. Now, where can they get your music and stuff too if they want to do that?
You could find me on Spotify, anywhere digital music is. Look up my name, Keylonda. I have a project out called 24 Dreamer, and I'm working on some new music for this year.
Where's Taylor? You see that one right there? She really needs it. She really needs it. Okay. Mike don't want in on this prayer? Mike don't want no prayer? Who? What's his name?
His name is Tony. His name ain't Mike.
Pray for me. You know, I need to remember people's names. Tony! My G! What's up, bro? Hey, come on.
Elias,
Everybody, come on. Let's join hands.
Yeah.
Keylonda's going to lead us in prayer.
Come on, man.
Come on, y'all. You
I
can start.
stand.
There you go. You good? Huh? All right, you can go live.
Nobody want to hold my hand? Mama holding my hand. All right, thank you, Mama.
Oh, she get enough pressure on Nina?
Nah, she do. Okay. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, I just thank you so much, God, for this moment, Lord. And I know that this is it's beyond each and every one of us, Lord. And I just pray, God, for everybody in this room, God, everybody who's represented here and those, God, within the hip hop community, everywhere, God, who will be listening to this, Lord. I pray that you would touch their hearts, God. I pray that you would be able to grip their minds and show them how much you love them, God. Beyond the beats, beyond the lyrics, you see them as the human that they are. You see them as a soul. You don't see their accolades, oh God. You don't see any of those things, God. You see them as somebody that you love and want to help through every single issue that they're going through, Lord. And I just pray that the same way you've done it for me, and you're not a respecter of persons, oh God, you play no favorites, God. So the same way you were able to meet me, I pray that you would meet each and every one of them. Allow them to experience your presence. Allow them to know just how much you value them, how much they are worth, oh God, and just the identity that you've given them, God. I pray that they will be able to walk in the fullness of it, Lord. That they wouldn't settle, oh God, to be bound by the things that they're going through, but that you would lift up their hearts, oh God, encourage their very soul, oh God, and let them know today that there is a hope that lives in Jesus, oh God, and that you are willing to meet them. And you're not asking them to be perfect. You're not asking them to try and come in the best in any way, oh God. You're asking them to come as they are, God. So even in this moment, Lord, I pray that you would begin to let them know, Lord, just how much they mean to you, Lord. And I thank you for all that you're going to do. And I pray that you would just continue to allow your voice to be heard. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
Hey.
Good, all right.
Hey. Give me your social media handles, Keelan.
Keelan,
I'm sorry.
It's KEI_LANDA and at Pray for Hip Hop. And can I invite y'all to something?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm having an event on February 9th. It's to celebrate, because that's the 40th night that we're going to be praying. And so I'm gathering like a bunch of people to we're going to enjoy some hip hop. There's going to be a panel discussion. So it's February 9th at 98 5th Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Starts at 7, doors open at 6:30. It'll be dope if y'all could come.
Okay. When is it again?
February 9th.
February 9th.
All right.
February 9th.
Got you. February
98
9th,
5th Avenue. Yes.
All right.
You gonna be there?
I'm not gonna promise that, 'cause I don't want to lie, 'cause God is watching. But I will see what my schedule looks like. Definitely.
I don't think I can, because February 9th is a Saturday. And I'll be working on a Saturday.
Okay.
But if I am home,
Got you.
I'll bring me in the get along gang, and we'll be there. My 5 kids.
Hey, don't forget, bring the kids.
Bring the kids.
Thank you, Keelanda.
No problem.
Thank you very
guys.
much.
No problem.
All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Y'all open?
Yes, sir. We open. Club. Good morning.